yoga class is for everyone, including beginners. Please consult with your doctor before beginning this or any new exercise program. Yoga is a great way to increase flexibility and strength, reduce stress, and maintain a healthy lifestyle. Before we begin today, listen to your body and do the poses that you are comfortable with. Rest as often as needed. Hi, welcome to Awakened Yoga. I'm Lindsay. Today we're at the Beverage Building and I've got Shauna and Lenore with me. And we're going to take you through a challenging flow, but I promise you it will be accessible to everyone. So let's get started in a seat and get ourselves all organized and connected to our breathing. So take any comfortable position. You can sit with your legs crisscrossed, or you can open them a little if that's more comfortable. But find somewhere where you can be still for the next few minutes. And just start to deepen your breath. Could even put one hand on your belly if you like to feel the air coming in and out. We want to direct the air all the way down to the belly. It's very calming. So you can focus on the rising and falling of your breath. And try to focus so much on that all those other things get pushed out. And here, sitting perfectly still is adding distraction or tension. You can start to sway a little, side to side. Maybe make little circles with your torso. Good. Could drop the chin to the chest, roll out the neck, side to side. Good, let's sit up nice and tall. Big, deep inhale through the nose, fill up the belly, and then sigh it out. Good, let's do one more like that. Big inhale. Good, you can bat the eyes open if you've had them closed. We'll drop the left hand to the mat, right hand reaches up, and stretch over. This can be very subtle or quite a deep bend. That's up to you and your body. But be mindful not to lift the hip off the floor too far. Good, and we'll drop the right hand down this time. Left comes up and over. Good, release that. We'll roll over onto hands and knees, setting up in tabletop position. So to set up a strong foundation, we're aiming for our shoulders over top of our wrists, hips over top of our knees, so you're not too far forward or back, because that can add some strain here and there. Good. Once you feel steady, secure, hands are planted, we'll start into cat and cow. So for cow pose, big inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone and the chin up, getting a nice arch in the back. Good, then as you exhale, squeeze the abs, send the spine up toward the sky, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, exhale. Good, and we'll start to flow here. Inhale, drop the belly, and exhale. Good, so here you can continue to move nice and slowly, or if you like, and that's feeling a little tricky, you can go a little bit faster. The idea is feeling full movement through the spine and squeezing and relaxing the abs. And take a few more each way. Good. Do one more nice full breath cycle. When you're done, we'll pause in a neutral spine and tabletop. Good. Here's where we get to go a little off the rails and shake it out a little. So some options for you. You can bring shoulder to hip, side to side. You can take a nice roll, bending the elbows and the knees. But the idea here is close your eyes and just move. So if you're thinking, this is weird and I feel silly, it's okay. Close your eyes, I can't see you, you can't see me. Just find what feels right. Just a few more minutes. Good. Awesome. When you feel nice and wiggled out, we'll settle into tabletop here. And actually, let's come up onto the knees for a minute and give those wrists a little bit of love. So you might notice throughout your practice that the wrists do get a little sore, and that's okay. It will get better with practice and more flexibility. So throughout today's practice, since we'll be on our hands a little, take the breaks that you need. Take the time to wiggle out the wrists. We'll still be here, and you can pick up from there after you take a break. Ready? All right. Next, we're gonna add a little bit more heat in a hovering tabletop. So this takes some core strength. So this is what I want you to focus on when we are trying this pose, is really tune in to contracting the core. So in our tabletop, which we've practiced setting up shoulders over top of wrists, hips over knees, uncurl your toes, or you could keep them curled as well. I prefer uncurling my toes and having the feet flat. And here, engage the core, and we're going to press the feet and lift the knees. Good. Don't forget to breathe. Try for 3 breaths here. 1 more. Good. Lower the knees. Take them wide, big toes together. Sink back to child's pose. So here are a couple of options with the arms. You can reach them all the way out. Or if your head's quite a ways from the mat, you can make a little pillow. We'll take 3 breaths here. This is also a really great posture for taking a break throughout the class. All right, when your 3 breaths are done, we'll meet in tabletop. We're gonna try that hover again. 3 breaths. The most important thing is to not hold your breath. Okay, so taking those big deep breaths is important. So when you are ready, honor the challenge, 3 breaths. Got it? All right, here we go. Lift. It's okay if you tremble. It's okay if your arms are tired. Good, and lower, and child's pose. And we'll honor our 3 breath break and try it one more time. It's building strength through the core. It helps in all of our postures. Helps us stand up straight, have strength, secures our spine. So when those 3 breaths are done, coming to, I was going to say when you're ready, but you might not be ready, so we'll try one more time. So get yourself set up. Don't rush just to have it over. All right. Engage the core, big inhale, and up. Don't forget to breathe. One more. Whew, good, lower down. One more child's pose, big stretch. This time, if you like, you can walk the hands to one side of the mat or the other and take a nice side stretch. And then through the middle to the other side. All right. Feeling a little bit warmed up. So now we're ready to move on to working on building lots of shoulder strength and core strength. So that's a lot of what this practice will be today, working the arms and the core. So we'll try some plank poses. Now, I know the people that I've encountered have found plank to be quite intimidating because it can be very challenging. But today I want to offer you some steps along the way that might make it feel more doable and give you some things to increase your challenge. Okay, so today we'll go through them and Sean and Lenore will show you some of the different variations. So to start, you can come into tabletop, walk the hands forward a little and drop the hips. So being mindful not to dump all the way through the lower back, but to sink them forward, feeling nice and strong. Then move the left hand to the middle of the mat. Rotate the legs so that the inside of the right foot comes to the mat and open the right hand up. So here, this is a nice one because it's quite stable. Okay, you have that knee on the ground, but it's still giving you lots of chance to work. Good, let's let that one down. So that's one option there. We'll try the other option on the left. No, we just did the left. We'll try it on the left. Then we can see where we're headed and then we'll try them all again. So from this one, we'll try on the toes. This one's a little less supported, but still very accessible. So on the toes, step the right foot about half a step up, move the left hand to the middle of the mat, rotate and open. So again, this one is still quite supported, but offers a little more challenge because you're holding a little bit more of the legs up. Good, let's release that. Excellent. Then I'll show you when we get practicing a full expression of side plank with both the legs extended. But Shauna will show you that version and Lenore will remind you of the first version, and we'll try a little bit of time on our own playing with plank because sometimes it's nice not to be told what to do all the time. So I'll get you set up. We'll try the right side, the left side, the right side again, just to give a chance, because the first time's practice, okay? So wherever you are, the setup is very much the same. You wanna come with the hips lowered, but not too far. Hands stable. This time move the right hand to the middle of the mat and rotate. So whether you're on the knee, you rotate open. If you want to take that half step, take that now. And if you want a full expression, both feet and both legs are extended. And we'll hold here. Arm can reach up or here or come to the hip. One more breath, even if you're shaking. Good, whew, let it go. Then you can come up and shake that out. Good. This time we can also show some options for on the forearm as well if we don't like the wrist. So I'll give you a look at that as well. So let's try the left side one more time. So wherever you are set up, if you're going on the forearms for me, I'm gonna start on the forearms. Okay, move one and open. So you can set up however you like. Good. One more breath. Good, release that. Shake it out, shake it out. Good, and we'll do right side one last time because we started with the left. Ready? So pick the challenge that's right for you and you'll be set. All right, half a step, set up, open up. And take nice full breaths. It's hard to do when you're working hard, but it's very important. One more. Good. Let that go. Excellent. Let's give those wrists a little bit of love. That was awesome. Good, we'll take a break from the arms for now and try a little more core and leg stretch. So tabletop just for a moment, step the left foot up. We'll come into a bit of a low lunge and rock forward and back, stretching out the back of the front leg and the front of the back leg. So here you can keep your knee on the mat, or if it bugs you to have your knee down, you can curl the toes and lift the knee. That's personal preference. And we'll stretch this out a little. Good. Let's go forward and back one more time. Good. So from here, we're going to transition into a triangle pose, a little differently than one might traditionally do it. So stick with me. Keeping the left foot forward, come up on the toe of the right foot into a low lunge, and then pivot the foot and plant the heel, just like in warrior. Good. From here, our hands are up beside our front foot. We're going to inhale, soften the knees. As you exhale, slide the left hand up the left leg, open the right up into triangle. So we're working to have a fairly straight front leg, but it doesn't have to be locked out. Good. Now I promised you a core workout, so here's a little bit of fun. Often I find triangle I could hold all day if I just sink into my leg and dump into my shoulder. But today we're gonna work our abs. So on the inhale, we'll pause here. On the exhale, the left hand comes up like you're holding a big beach ball. Good, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. Good, keep flowing like this, a couple more breaths. We want to lift the hand on the exhale because that's when we are naturally contracting our core. Good, one more. Oh yeah, good. Now pivot the upper body toward the mat, drop the back knee, and we'll switch legs. So right leg steps up, and we'll take a stretch on this side, forward and back. Good. I know with my home practice, I often tend to rush the other side. So when in doubt, take one more. Good. All right, we'll set up for the same idea on this side. So I'll walk you through it again. Curl the toe under, lift up the back knee, pivot and plant the heel. Hands come up near the front foot, inhale. As you exhale, right leg comes up the shin, top arm opens up. Good, so here you might be able to reach down or you might be a little higher up, but we want to have length on this side as well as this, so we don't want crunching. Good, now we'll add the arms. So pause to inhale, exhale, lift, good. Beautiful. So here by lifting that bottom arm, it forces our abs to engage, to hold our body up. So that's awesome. Couple more, good job. It's not easy. Don't forget those big, deep breaths. Last one. Good. Good, pivot the upper body, come all the way down. Excellent. So here we'll take a short little child's pose. Or if you want to come back to that tabletop and wiggle it out, whatever is going to feel best for you, you can do that now. That's up to you. An important part of our practice is finding what's best for each of us. Good, so steady your breath if that got you a little winded. Take your time to cool down and we'll go on to our next. All right, one last bit of work before we stretch. So this is the super fun part. Fun. Okay, it's a challenge, but give it your best shot. I know we can do it. So again, we'll show you some steps, some options, and it's a fun little sequence. okay? So we'll start in downward dog. So toes curl under, hips lift up high. Take a couple seconds here to kind of get yourself feeling organized and ready. You can bend one knee and then the other. Then we're going to work a little bit on hovering downward dog. So stop number one on this train is what Lenore is going to show you. So that will be, as you exhale, you lift one hand off the mat and hover. Good. Then put it down, lift the other. So you can stay here, playing with the balance, working the arms. Or if you're looking for a little more movement, you can do like Shauna does. Inhale, and as you exhale, right hand lifts off the mat, and we do a little twist. Good, then we move back and twist to the other side. So we want nice, slow, controlled movements. Just the right amount of challenge without being straining too hard, without too much challenge. Good, let's do one more each side. Good, we'll come to the knees and step up, take a little break. Good, not so bad. Little challenge. All right, this is our last sequence. So let's give it all we got, leave it all on the mat, all right? I'll show you what it'll look like and then we'll try it. So we have, again, a couple stops along the way. So it's going to be from downward dog. Inhale, leg up. So a little or a lot. Knee to nose. Exhale, up. Knee to elbow. And up. And knee under the body. And up. Okay, so a little or a lot. Elbow may touch the knee, it may not. Okay, but that's what we'll try. So inhale, right leg up, knee to nose. Inhale up, knee to right elbow. Good, inhale up, knee crosses under. Tough work, and up. Good, right to the other side, last big push. Inhale up, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up, left elbow. Inhale up, under the body. Good, last inhale. Whew. Then take a break, child's pose. Good job. Whew, that got me sweating, that's for sure. That little sequence can really fire you up and build a lot of strength in a short amount of time. So anytime you need to feel a little more invigorated, just try some plank practice or some downward dog movements like that, and they'll get you going fast. Good, let's take time now, and if you can come up and grab your blocks, I'll show you a really nice tricep stretch to help us wind down from all that arm practice today. So you want to set the blocks up about near the edge of your mat, sort of shoulder width apart. And from the knees, we'll come into an extended puppy pose. So reaching forward, and forearms can come on the block, and you can rest the head between for a nice shoulder stretch. Or if you want to localize into the triceps, bring your elbows to the block, drop the head, and then reach the hands in a prayer position behind your head. This might open up through the triceps and shoulders a little bit deeper for you. So try to relax everything else and breathe deeply into this stretch. deep breath here. Awesome. Let's come up to tabletop and we'll set up for our last nice shoulder stretch. So here we'll turn the blocks so they're, I don't know, on the long edge, I guess. It's hard to describe, but this way. Sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words. So let's come all the way onto your belly and try to wiggle these blocks so that they come right to where your armpit crease is. Okay, and then extend the arms, and it takes a little bit of figuring, but here now you want to just melt your upper body down onto the blocks. Okay, so this will give an opening in the shoulder. So if you find this is too high, the blocks are too high for you, you can tilt them down. Or if they're not high enough, maybe you can put them on to the highest edge and feel a deeper stretch. So you may need to play around with that a little. But what we're aiming for is a stretch right through here. So sometimes these muscles can shorten depending how much time we spend sitting. So having a nice open stretch will work. So if you don't have blocks at home, you can use some books, you can use some pillows, roll up some towels, anything that you have around the place to prop you up will work just fine. And today you can stay here for sort of a different take on Shavasana, or you're welcome to come out of this stretch and roll onto your back, but we'll stay here for a few more moments. So thank you for joining me today and trying out this challenge, and I hope that you found some success and that you feel ready to take on the next challenge. Thank you. Namaste.